Hi guys, this is GM the Life Coach. In today's show, it's going to be a special edition. Today's one's going to be an interview with Cherri V, who's a great vocalist and a great lyricist. So I think you'll like the interview. It's quite good, I must say. So this week we're going to be having friends of the show that are going to be voicing their views and opinions. And then we're also going to have an extended poetry section because now we've got some more poets coming on board and the poetry section is growing. So I want to thank everyone who's also been on the show already and for people who are due to come on as well. Okay. And also, if you want to do some poetry, just hit me up on gmthelifecoach336@gmail.com. That's gmthelifecoach336@gmail.com. And also, if you'd like to be part of the podcast and have an interview or a journey, then you can get through to me on the same email. But now, sit back and relax as we listen to GM the Life Coach and Cherri V. GM the Life Coach. Hi guys, this is GM the Life Coach. We're doing a special guest section today, special guest podcast with the one and only Cherri V. Hi Cherri.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Thanks for having me.
No, man. Listen, thank you. I honestly, I'm very much shocked as well that we're actually talking to Cherri V on my podcast. So,
please.
No, you're good. No, you're good, man. You're good. So, okay. So, for the listeners who don't know you, let them know a bit about yourself.
I always seem to keep this section really short and sweet. But yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter from London, independent artist. I've been kind of doing my thing for about 10 years in total. Mm-hmm. And I'm just still enjoying and making my waves through the music industry, really.
Yeah. So your mum's a singer, right?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Yeah. What type of music does she do? Is she gospel or...
Yeah, she only does gospel music.
Right.
She used to do secular music back in the day.
Yeah.
But she's done gospel music for the past, I don't know, 10 plus years probably. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where she sits at the moment. But coming up, she was a very massive influence for me.
Did you ever do any gospel yourself?
Have I ever?
Yeah. Did you sing in churches and stuff and the whole thing?
I've done stuff with my mum, on her records and stuff, but I don't really sing gospel music. I come from a very church gospel music background, but it's just not the road that I took.
Oh yeah. So you do your styles are R&B, soul. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? R&B, soul, touch of pop, bit hip hop. Anything more? The garage back in the day?
I don't know. I've done one or two garage records with Deneo, but it's funny when people say R&B, soul, pop, hip hop. So funny to me, but I get it. But I think people say different genres for different reasons. Didn't it? R&B would be the vocal. Sometimes people would mention the pop reference just because of some of the hooks. Yeah. And hip hop production and soul, I don't know, emotiveness, I don't know, something like that. So
yeah.
I'm just trying to sum it all up.
I think it's the best way though. It's the best way, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Because when you get used to that word urban, and then we're just then we just start getting angry. So what when you write your songs, because I like your lyrics, I must say. Your lyrics seem like something that, we would all write in our diary, so to speak. Is that how it works? How do you do your writing process? You just write, do you write from the mind, or how do you do it?
I can't do it any other way besides writing from my experiences or those around me. And I think sometimes it has got me into a lot of trouble before. But I do literally write my diary. Music's very therapeutic to me. Mm-hmm. I just feel like people always fool what's real, man. And I don't feel people can be fooled, and you can't kid people into believing something that isn't from your heart. And that's just where I'm very comfortable, just being emotive, just being very, very open with my pen. And just, making my work very autobiographical. Yeah. And I feel like music is an extension of me. Cherri V is not far away from Charisse the person. Mm-hmm. I never wanted to have them, separate. So I just give everybody who I am. And even though people may argue there's a lot of like R&B singers, a lot of soul singers, blah, 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 but there's only one you in it, and everyone has a different way of, you know, describing things. Everyone processes different emotions differently, and their journey's different, so I just share that.
Yeah, and it comes out in your performances as well, because, you know, there's some performance I've seen where you look like you're close to crying, and I just feel like that's real, man. Like, you know, you can't fake that. Do you know what I mean? I love that. So more power to you for that, man.
Thank you.
So what, out of all the, I'm going to go back a little bit, out of all the genres that you know, I see you're mastering in, you know, which one do you feel is like your favorite one to kind of dabble in? If you have to pick one.
Do you know what? I think through and through, I'm an R&B girl, definitely.
All right, okay. Air high five right here. Air high five.
Yeah. From what I create, what I grew up on, and on my favorite artists and stuff, it's very, very R&B.
Yeah.
But I definitely have a love for lots of different genres of music, and I'm very open. But yeah, that's probably number one for me.
Yeah. So are you a 90s baby, or in terms of the 90s R&B?
Yeah, let's just say I'm a 90s baby.
Okay, cool.
90s R&B was what I literally grew up on, 100%.
Lovely. So, so tell me a little bit about Trinity Stone. What was that like being in that group? What was that like?
Oh my gosh.
Was it a nightmare?
Was, you know what? It wasn't a nightmare. It was, you know, it was the catalyst for the birth of Cherri V, I think.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, it was amazing to be signed to a major label. It had its pros and cons, and like, we all lived together. We were a little family unit. We were a little sisterhood. We travelled loads together. We were treated really nicely when we were in that situation, but it just ends very abruptly, you know. Sometimes these things, and at the time it was really painful, but after that it just taught me how to be so strong, resilient, and just have thick skin. And I'm always so grateful for that experience, man, because without that, I don't think it would have propelled me or pushed me to kind of fight to become Cherri V, so to speak. Because when that situation ended, that's when I was like, okay, cool, I'm actually gonna, you know, put my foot down and put my foot on the gas and crack on and go at this alone. So
do you still speak to the two other ladies?
I haven't spoken to them in ages, but there was no, like, there wasn't a bad breakup or anything. It was a label situation, so it wasn't up to us.
Yeah.
We would have stayed together and rocked it out, do you know what I mean? But it was a label situation, and the girls ended up going off and doing different things. So everyone's just still on their path, doing their things quite successfully as well. So there's clearly a lot of fire in all of us to crack on and do other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So how big of a role has 6060 played in your development, your journey?
Massively, massive. I joined them. I'm not actually with them anymore.
Right. Okay.
But I joined them after like the group situation. After I had like built up a little support system on MySpace. I kind of got in contact with them, and like they used to manage a producer I used to work with all the time called Harmony, and he kind of introduced me to them, and they were very much responsible for like the look and the slick visuals, you know, that I'd have out earlier on in my journey. And they just were a great support system for me, and I don't believe that I've ever had a manager or management team that believed in me as much as they did at that time. And they were a gift to me, you know, they were a blessing for me then, when we were on the journey together. And I'm sure there'll be a blessing to whoever else they work with as well. But they played a massive part in my development.
Wicked. So you've been in the industry for like 10 years. What's the biggest change you've seen in terms of behind the scenes that we don't get to see?
Behind the scenes?
Yeah, behind the scenes. Stuff that we don't get to see.
The money.
More or less.
The royalties. I mean, the online thing, I feel like, because there's obviously the biggest change for everything. Everything becoming so digital, but at the same time, as an independent artist, that's like, it's a blessing for me, because I'm able to just push myself and, you know, upload my own music and put it on all the channels myself and all of that stuff. So in a way, in terms of like in what the damage quote unquote that it could do to the whole industry could be quite detrimental. But if you're an independent artist, sometimes it works in your favor. And just being able to just like function without having a massive company, pushing you into certain channels, and there's a lot of things you can do yourself. And if you have a good manager, then there's a lot of things that you guys can achieve on their own. But yeah, definitely the digital thing has been a massive change to like payments and royalties and stuff like that. Like my mum would always say to me like, in my day, we can get this amount of money and we can make enough money and the deals are this much and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's probably one of the things that's changed. And also I think another thing that's changed that's been really good is just that like not everything's just about being picture perfect anymore. Yeah. It's not about being a size 0 anymore. It's not about being having straight long weave anymore. It's not about, you know what I mean? It's just like you just kind of do what you want.
What's helped that? Like where did that change come from? Do you know, or
I don't really know what the catalyst was, but I just think I think as a new generation started coming in and just started being a bit more casual with things, I think it just kind of filtered out through the rest of the industry. I think. Yeah. Because I can't really think of a monumental, do you know what I mean? I can't really think of a moment where someone really like took a stand and said, this is what I'm... There's been a few artists, like there's been like the Alicia Keys, and like, there's been like a few little things that Beyonce's done that's embracing natural hair, and like Alicia Keys taking off her makeup, and like, do you know what I mean?
She's quite brave of her, really.
Yeah, amazing. Like there's been a few people that have like really like reps and stuff, but I'm not sure what the actual main catalyst was. I think it's just over time people just wanted, and you know what it is, I think people going to fish for their own music online, whether it's be SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, they just start buying into what they want to buy to, and they're not relying on being fed
wicked
what is supposed to be cool, so they just go for what they want.
Definitely. And I think that's nice as well. You can just because if you go by what's played on the radio, you're like, listen man, that's all right, but ain't the thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all right, cool. So all right, what is the weirdest title somebody may have given you?
Do you know what? Somebody called I done a children in need thing one time. I don't know if this is the right way to answer the question, but they called my name out. The presenter called my name out, and he called me Cherri V. Because he thought that like I was trying to do up like Roman numericals, isn't it? So he's like, and we have Cherri V. I was like, no, bro. It's actually as simple as it looks. It's actually Cherri V.
Yeah. Simple as that. And I love that logo. I love that logo, man. That logo is like just so straightforward.
Thank you. Shout out to Jermaine Riley.
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. All right. So what's the scariest thing you've ever written?
What's the what?
What's the scariest thing you've ever written? Like you say, it's quite autobiographical. It's quite like about your life. Is there anything that you've put on wax that it's quite, I don't know, scary to kind of let everybody know about? Yeah,
I've got a record that I've done on. It's supposed to be coming out on Brown Eyed Soul Volume 2. Mm-hmm. It's called. I've got 2 titles at the moment. It's called Preacher Man / Gospel Truth. Yeah. And it's about the Me Too movement, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, all right. Okay, we got exclusive here in the Gym Life Coach podcast. I like it. I'll pay you later. All right. So I like that. I like your Brown Eyed Soul Volume 1. Why did you call it Brown Eyed Soul? I mean, it's just straightforward. You got brown eyes, so you called it that. Oh, what was it like?
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to highlight me just being a black woman, dark-skinned woman, doing R&B music, and just wanting for that to be celebrated as much as somebody else who wasn't the same shade as me.
Yeah.
So did you say damn?
No, it's a fab.
Oh. Yeah, so it was like, I think that Blue Eyed Soul was very hyped.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put some focus on Brown Eyed Soul.
Is there anything you've recorded that you've regretted recording? You've regretted, like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to say what it is then.
I bet you waiting. I bet you waiting as well.
Yeah. There's sometimes I'm like, I can humble myself and take opinions from like the team or like whoever it was at the time that I was working with and be like, they asked me to do something that's a bit more left or a bit more commercial or whatever, and I'd be like, all right, cool, not to be stubborn there. Then afterwards I'm just like, I don't even like that song, man. That song's dead, man.